So they won't put it on the window either. What a trip.
Yeah,
A
they put
glass
it on
window.
a window because window could get broken.
Okay.
And so they'll use an abbreviation of God's name, which is usually two guys next to each other. And that's the way they did it.
That hurt.
Yes, celebrate Oktoberfest.
We're going to play a Oktoberfest. What would that be celebrating?
Yeah, create our own Oktoberfest. You know, when
Sometimes somebody said God's answers to prayer are yes, no, and wait. Wait seems to be the #1 answer.
Yeah. Well, he says yes, but we're very impatient.
Yes.
That is, we want it now, not later.
What was
My
that?
book's on the slow boat from China. I want it now. I don't want it in
What was that
January.
quote your last author quote you put on? The future is here, is just distributed unevenly.
Yeah.
that's funny.
Facing a flood, and you know, you have the helicopter and all these things come, and then he finally drowns, and God asks him, you know, or tells him, well, what more did you want me to do?
You know?
Well, the whole God of the gaps thing is kind of a
Well, it's a
it's a
huge
fallacy,
mistake.
but too many Christians fell for it.
Yes. And see, the mistake of the God of the gaps mentality is that a lot of Christians become terrified of science and modern technology because they think that God's going to simply poof out of existence eventually. Because we can explain all these things. And so the more we explain things, the smaller God gets. And see, that's a fundamental flaw in thinking that mystery equals God. It is God.
I'll just stand outside and then just like this, back and forth, back and forth. Then the tops of the trees with the leaves, they're flowing just like. That's what this song reminds me
How
of.
about when we had
Hey, come here.
the? How about when we had the thing on Halloween, the Harvest Festival, and when Eric and I, we were outside, we were like watching the comet, and we heard this strange sound. We thought it was water rushing, and we walked towards it because we thought it was a sprinkler, and it wasn't. It was the breeze going through that tree right over there, very gently, but it sounded like rushing water. And we both thought that, and we're like, wow, this is too weird. And how many times do you take things like that for granted?
Yes.
You know, just the little things,
I have
just
to-
a breeze,
I have
or
to
just
start my
you
day
know.
like that. It helps.
Yeah.
I'm like, if the trees are praising God, I can do it too. Yeah.
Or you know, you look at a sunset. You know, we take that for granted out here. We have the most beautiful sunsets.
What can be known about God is evidenced
It's
by
plain.
what can be seen.
Yeah.
And
It's true.
every day we can finish our days or go through our day in this struggle with our faith. God, are you there? He's like, what?